And Kurt, I loved how they kind of changed his whole almost identity because he was so known to be great at comedy and stuff like that and a great wrestler. But then they really embraced the fact that he was just like this wrestling badass, wore the mouth guard in, and kind of like made the most of that. And it really,
But yeah, I mean, imagine in those same positions if I was wrestling against somebody that was I don't even want to name the names that I'm popping up in my head because I don't want to be rude, but some wrestlers that are more mid card or younger, too much respect for me and the fact that they're afraid of me,
mhm.
and then trying to draw like a competitive match out of that when they're really trying to please me instead of really get themselves over like these guys do. It just makes all the difference in the world. And another perspective I'll add, comparing the comedy Kurt, when you're talking about 2001, back in that time period, again, competitive spirit, and back then it felt at its strongest, the competitive, like watch your back, you know fucking politics coming at me from every angle, and everyone trying to do something to me or with me that I don't want to do, looking out for myself. That whole time period was kind of nutty for me. But what I associate a lot of this time period with when we talk about Kurt Angle's comedy was that the fans loved it. But for me, like the last thing I wanted to do was be in the ring getting sprayed with a hose full of milk.
Full of milk. Good, right?
It wasn't fun for me.
No.
Like looking at the big picture now, I see how okay, yeah, that's entertaining. All these big wrestlers slipping and falling or whatever. But for me, I was just like, oh my god, this is why I didn't want to come to WWE. That's how I
I
felt.
bet you thought that. Yeah.
That's exactly how I felt at the time. Just so it felt very similar to uh singing for that November pay-per-view when we had to do the Romeo and Juliet
Oh, fuck it. Was it the
West Side Story.
West Side Story for Royal Rumble?
Yeah,
Did they
and
put
yeah,
a wig on you for that too?
this
Did you
month on pay-per-view. That was so like not me, and I felt
Right.
so uncomfortable and was so like hating my life, doing that. I was just faking, like hoping everyone else was singing that back, just like I used to do in music class. Why do they make me sing in music class when I was a kid? Why do they make kids do shit that they're never gonna have to do in real life ever again, unless they become a pro wrestler? Then of course you're gonna have to sing.
You're gonna have to sing and like do a basic musical.
Yeah, but that for me, I associated with that kind of stuff where the pouting on my face was a shoot. And then comparing that to ECW, where like I said, it was more like a contest of talents, like boom, let's mesh it up together, do what we're here for, like this is the reason that we're both in this industry to show what we're gonna show tonight. Boom.
Yeah, yeah.